Liverpool 2, Fulham 2. Let's hear from the Liverpool manager.
Yeah, I think it's exactly the opposite from our Girona game, where I was pleased with the result but not with the performance. But I was only pleased with the result. Now I'm very, very, very happy about our performance. Couldn't have asked for more. But of course not with the result, because if you drop points in a home game against Fulham, that's definitely not what you expect and what you want. But yeah, being 2 times a goal down, so many things go against you. Except for one thing, that is our players and our fans. That was outstanding today.
So Liverpool remain top of the table. Chelsea in action on Sunday. They have the chance to close the gap to just 2 points. Former Liverpool midfielder Luis Garcia is with us. We're hearing from Luis in a moment. But Stevie, let's start with you. Do you agree with Arne Slot?
I do, yeah. I think from the outside it looks like 2 points dropped, but considering the circumstances, considering the performance, it's a point gained. You know, to be 1-0 down and then go down to 10 men against the Fulham side, who I told you yesterday are no pushovers. This is a team that has scared everybody. They should have beat City in the Etihad. But Liverpool down to 10 men absolutely carried the game. And yes, some good defending from Fulham, but the way they went about it was just frightening. And if only Jota was fit before being able just to come off the bench. Because whether it's Nunez or Luis Diaz playing through the middle, they give you energy, they give you runs in behind, they get the crowd going, but they don't give you that extra bit of quality in front of goal that you saw from Diego Jota. So as I said,
It's very positive.
Well, it is because you go down to 10 men. I mean, really, they took over the game. From that point on, it really was about Liverpool. And then to go 2-1 down with just over 10 minutes to go, with 10 men again, and turn it around. I mean, and then almost win it to the death. I think it just tells you what Liverpool's all about. They're not just about ability. They've got a real guile and determination about them.
You've not recently returned from a week in Liverpool, have you? Somebody's had a word with you. Yes, I don't want any negativity.
I got an injection of positivity.
Most definitely. Luis, are you as positive as Stevie with 2 points dropped at home against Fulham at Anfield?
Yes, by the way that the things were happening. Liverpool didn't start well. I think until Robertson left the pitch by 2 mistakes, and only that one, but making the back control, but also the bad decision of going and tackle, but also the decision before with the goal that not even have the awareness or a glance to looking back what it was happening. But this Liverpool was having a lot of problems from the first minute to the 90th on that right side. With Iwobi and Robinson, they were killing Liverpool on that left side, or right side of Liverpool during the whole game. A lot of problems, much more when you don't have one. But if you manage to recover the reaction from Liverpool, dominating even the second half for most of the time, just Fulham was waiting for a counter-attack or a quick transition to try to get something from the game, I think it's really impressive, and that shows the strength and mental strength that this team is got. When we talk about Liverpool to be able to manage the whole season, try to challenge it for the competition from the Premier League and the Champions League, this kind of moment is the ones who show you that they're going to be there. Because in the toughest moment, they managed to get a point, even with 10 men, recovering from two times in the score behind. I think it's something very, very remarkable. Back Jota into the team is going to give a plus, because definitely I agree with Steve, is the player up front who probably is more clinical together with Mo Salah.
Those stats are quite impressive though, aren't they?
With 10 men?
With 10 men for as long as... OK, you're at home. For 10 men for as long as that against a very good Fulham side, to still have that level of sort of domination and creativity and possession and chances is quite impressive. And I think also the manager, not just the tactics and his results that he's got, but thus far his post-match interviews have been, rock solid.
Yeah.
He was right about the Girona game. It was a good result, but it was flat. And in this game, they were behind twice. Played very well. And so I suppose from that point of view, 2-1 down with 10 men as they were, a point isn't a bad result. But do you remember the start of the season? It was Tsimikas, Robertson, Tsimikas, yes. Robertson, and then Andy Robertson looks as if he's got the jersey. But I just, he's got to cut those kind of mistakes out for sure.
Tell you what, Arne Slot, we say it every week, he makes great decisions at the right time. You know, pretty much every coach I know, when you go down to 10 men, they change it. You go 4-4-1 and you keep it tight. Absolutely not. He never made any substitutions whatsoever. And he moved Gravenberg, who, let me tell you, the way he played at centre-back, he looked as though he played about 200 games. He was absolutely incredible, honestly. The guy for this season has been just lights out incredible.
A lot of positivity, Stevie. Crikey. Just a word on Robertson. Obviously, US fans excited. It looks really good. Looks like his level.
The way they play absolutely suits him. He's a guy who wants to get forward, and every opportunity, this Fulham side tries to go forward, and they do it at pace. And guess what? He's got bags of pace. And today, his final ball was the difference, because previously I've said I'm not 100% on his final ball. Well, the cross he put in for the Pereira first goal was just spot on the money.